Hi, I'm Brian Taylor with Hose and Rubber Supply. Today we're going to be talking about rubber compounds and why they're important to the different kinds of hose we use to handle different chemicals or different oils, petroleums, sometimes just water, like your garden hose. So we'll start out with rubber compounds. Most people just think there's just rubber. there's probably dozens of different kinds of rubber. So here is something that we're all familiar with. It's silly putty. And that's kind of how rubber, when it's pre-vulcanized, comes this way. And so when they're actually at a manufacturing plant, you'll see them putting so many pounds of this kind of rubber into another kind of rubber to blend those rubbers together to make, for example, like an EPDM rubber. The different kinds of rubber that we'll go into detail later are, but there's the reason that they're different is they have certain strengths and then they have weaknesses. So EPDM is great for outside for the UV light, and there's a lot of good products that EPDM can handle, is the chemicals and heat, and but it also is great for just garden hose. So it handles that because it's outside all the time. So there are dozens of different kinds of rubber compounds. So there's, sometimes you can just visually from the color of the rubber, you can tell what it is. Usually if it's red, it's some kind of an SBR rubber or silicone. And then if it's white or more of a tan color, it's usually a natural rubber, which is used for abrasion resistance in material handling hoses. So sometimes just the color of the rubber can give you an idea of what it's used for. Dixon, who we buy all of our Camlocks from, they make different rubber compounds in the gaskets, and they are nice enough to mark them with like a blue stripe to tell you what kind of rubber it is. Black with the yellow stripe is Viton, so this is good. Viton's very good for heat as well, and lots of different chemicals. This is a rubber encapsulated by Teflon gasket that is really good for high heat and also gasket. So when a customer comes in and they're looking for a hose with a male and female Camlock on it, and they're asking, I want to make sure I have the right Camlock and also the right gasket for the product that we're running through. So our job is to ask them, what's the temperature going to be? What's the environment that the hose is going to be in? But the rubber compound is important because there's a gasket here in the base of the Camlock, which allows it to seal, is that they're going to ask, say they're running some kind of a sulfuric acid through. We have to make sure that we're going to use the gasket and the Camlock material, whether it's going to be aluminum or brass or stainless steel or Kynar, I think is what this one is. That it's going to handle the chemicals that they're running through it. So that's why that's important to our customers. So that's just a quick introduction to rubber compounds and why they're important in our industry. Thank you.